They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
How many times do we hear from coaches, get north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come up in an offset eye. Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
On third down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Derek Morgan in on the stop.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball. They've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really? So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Muscles him off. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Freeman again. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, it'll be Freeman. Shreds the tackle. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Surveying the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that leads to an Atlanta first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn the...
That's caught at the 25. A gain of 32 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and... and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now Ryan and going to give it to Freeman. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
He's got time. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the...
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 45 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync...
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And it's complete. Hooper. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about execute.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Saints have done some good work defending the pass. The Falcons had a lot of success throwing the football last week, but the same throwing lanes haven't been there. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 3rd and long. The pass ends up being picked off. Klein's in position, and he is the one who comes away with the ball. 1st and 10. Ryan's going to find his mark, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Falcons push their lead to 11.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. This will be their first crack here of the second half. We'll see what, if any, adjustments they made in the They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Carl Klug, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Finding time. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 32 yards. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. Always got some breathing room. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when you're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And right now, probably... Looks like the defense in press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So second down, 3 yards to go now. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Ryan on second down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a pickup of 7. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ryan surveying the field. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Falcons are going to get a first. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And quickly, they get to the line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And Alliek. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it. Great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback, because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for New Orleans, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Falcons,